Have you seen the headlines? IMF approves Iraq? Is the dinar revaluation countdown finally on? For years, people have whispered about the Iraqi dinar, but in 2026, something has genuinely shifted. This isn't just another rumor. We're seeing major financial institutions signal that Iraq is on the brink of a massive economic change. So, what's really going on? Is this the moment investors have been waiting for, or is it just more hype? Today, we're cutting through all the noise to give you a complete, deeply researched breakdown of what's happening with the Iraqi dinar, what the IMF's role truly is, and what realistic scenarios are ahead. First, let's understand the dinar itself. For nearly 2 decades, its value has been artificially held low, at around 1,300 dinars to $1. It's not a currency you can trade internationally, and Iraq's economy is still heavily reliant on physical cash. This is despite the country sitting on some of the world's largest oil reserves and seeing growing interest from foreign investors. So why has it been stuck? The simple answer is, until now, the country wasn't ready for a change. Now, let's talk about the big news. IMF approval. This is where most of the misinformation starts, so let's be crystal clear. The International Monetary Fund, or IMF, does not revalue currencies. They don't set exchange rates or announce secret revaluation dates. What the IMF does is approve and monitor economic reform programs. They push for things like banking transparency, fighting corruption, and stable fiscal policies. So when you hear IMF approves Iraq, it means Iraq has successfully met key benchmarks in a long, difficult reform program. This is a green light, signaling that the country's economy is now stable enough to consider currency liberalization. This journey didn't happen overnight. It started back in 2016 with an IMF program to control debt. From 2022 to 2024, the focus shifted to a massive push for digital banking and anti-money laundering reforms. By 2025, the IMF noted significant structural progress. Now, in 2026, the IMF has confirmed that Iraq is technically ready for exchange rate reform discussions. For years, a weak banking sector, corruption, and political instability made revaluation impossible. Any attempt would have caused hyperinflation and a total collapse. But things have changed. Iraq has expanded digital banking, improved the transparency of its oil revenue, and gained better control over its currency. These are the reforms that built the IMF's confidence. So, what happens next? It's critical to know the difference between a revaluation and a redenomination. A revaluation, or RV, is when the dinar's value actually increases. For example, it might go from 1,300 to 900 per dollar. A redenomination, on the other hand, is just removing zeros. For instance, a 1,000 dinar note becomes a 1 dinar note, but its real value stays the same. The most likely scenario is a gradual appreciation first, a controlled revaluation, with a possible redenomination happening much later. Let's look at the 3 most probable scenarios for the next couple of years. The most likely is a gradual, controlled appreciation of the dinar. This is the safe path the IMF would prefer. A second, less likely scenario is a hybrid reform, where a small revaluation is followed by a redenomination. The least likely scenario is that political instability puts everything on hold, but given the momentum, this seems improbable. So why is everyone using the word countdown? It doesn't mean a specific date is set. It means the preconditions have finally been met, the policy tools are ready, and the final decision now rests with Iraq's government and its central bank. This is, without a doubt, the closest Iraq has ever been to a major currency reform. For Iraqi citizens, a stronger dinar means more purchasing power and lower costs for imported goods. For foreign holders of the dinar, it's important to be realistic. The IMF has never promised massive overnight profits. Any appreciation will be gradual and policy-driven, not a lottery win. The media hype about the dinar hitting $1 overnight and creating instant millionaires is just that, hype. The reality is slower, more complex, but also much safer and more sustainable. Serious economists agree that Iraq is now in a position to adjust its exchange rate, but the timing will depend on political stability. The risks are still there. Regional conflicts or a crash in oil prices could delay everything. So, is the countdown real? Yes, the economic reforms are real. Yes, the IMF's confidence is real. But there is no guaranteed revaluation date and no overnight miracle. 2026 isn't the finish line. It's the starting gate. The Iraqi dinar story has moved from the realm of fantasy into serious economic discussion. The countdown isn't to a date on the calendar, it's a countdown to readiness. And for the first time in a generation, that readiness is finally here. Thanks for watching, and be sure to follow for more updates on this developing story.